Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your May 11th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They provide risk management programs to livestock producers all across the West. Whether you are concerned about price or weather risk, AgRisk Advisors, they're here to help. With current day market fluctuations, you and I both know there is nothing more important than locking in a price floor on your cattle. So if you'd like to learn more about an LRP, go ahead and reach out to an advisor today. We are also sponsored by American Beef Producer Magazine. They offer in-depth articles on a wide variety of topics within the industry. They feature award-winning photography and so much more within their publication. There are a lot of ag publications out there, but time and time again, American Beef Producer, they knock it out of the park. You need to check out their most recent issue, their May issue. All you got to do is click on the American Beef Producer link above in the caption. That's going to take you over to their Facebook page where you can do just that. American Beef Producer Magazine, guiding beef producers for over 25 years. And finally, 4T Ag Insurance, your go-to contractor for ag insurance. The folks at 4T Ag are dedicated to providing you with insight, information, and alternative risk solutions that are custom fit to your business and personal needs. They offer both crop and drought insurance, and they offer LRPs on both fed and feeder cattle. For more information, head on over to their website, www.4tag.net. That is the number 4, TAG.net. Drovers has reported on Tuesday, diesel hit an all-time high as the national average price per gallon increased to $5.54. That is a 22-cent jump from what we saw last week. According to data, there is no state that's currently seeing diesel prices below $5.12 per gallon. Last year at this time, diesel prices were at $3.11 per gallon. Sky-high diesel prices, they can be attributed to sanctions against Russia, supply chain issues, post-pandemic demand, and lower production along the East Coast. Some farmers across America are reporting that farm diesel prices, they are actually higher than on-road diesel prices, a situation that is rarely heard of. We can sit here and talk about diesel prices, how they continue to go up, and how it seems like there is no ceiling. But the real issue is when we have actual diesel shortages across our country. According to Peter Meyer with S&P Global Commodity Insights, certain areas of the country are already seeing shortages, and we can expect these shortages to persist. Supplies at the New York Harbor, a hub for diesel distribution, are at a 30-year low. So far, the East Coast has taken the brunt of increased diesel prices, as their prices out that way are over $6 per gallon. This is well over the equivalent of $250 per barrel of oil. Bottlenecks in diesel supplies are not a shortage of oil that the U.S. is dealing with, according to Meyer. The actual issue is a shortage of refining capacity out on the East Coast. Over the past 10 years, East Coast refining capacity has been cut in half from 1.6 million barrels per day to 800,000 barrels per day due to half of the refineries being shut down. Another factor adding to fuel shortages, and I think this is a factor that is most notable, exports of U.S. gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel to Latin America are incredibly high. Right now, there is an increased demand around the world for products like diesel, heating oil, and jet fuel, which are known as middle distillates, since they are made from the middle of the boiling range when oil is turned into products. As it stands today, the U.S. exports more than 1 million barrels of distillates every day to countries such as Mexico, Chile, and Brazil. However, with supplies of diesel getting tight here in America and prices heading to the moon, some are saying there might be an export ban on diesel fuel here in the near future. So we talked about diesel, let's talk about gasoline prices. According to Fox Business News, on Tuesday, gas prices hit an all-time high of $4.37 per gallon on average across the nation, according to AAA. A year ago at this time, gas prices were at a measly $2.97 per gallon. Those were the days. Biden has vowed that he's going to do everything he can to shield Americans from pain at the fuel pump. But I'm not quite sure he is going to do this considering he is the one that has caused this issue and continues to do nothing substantial or meaningful to turn the tide, to possibly bring fuel prices down a little bit. Instead, our president continues to lay all the blame on increased fuel prices on Putin. He has even coined the hashtag Putin price hike. There's no doubt that Biden's policies have gotten us to where we are today with sky-high fuel prices. He's restricted drilling on federal lands and blocked the completion of the Keystone XL pipeline, both of which has caused a major supply problem in the market. In Biden's eyes, he believes he is doing all he can to lower fuel prices by allowing the sale of E15 across America this summer and by releasing 1 million barrels of oil every day from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve for the next 6 months. Additionally, he is calling on Congress to make companies pay fees on idled oil wells and non-producing acres of federal lands, aiming to incentivize new production. Recently released research has found the average American household will have to pay an extra $2,000 this year for gas. On top of that, it is estimated that American families are having to pay at least an additional $1,000 this year for food, since grocery prices have went through the roof. And that is not accounting for other price increases across the board. Anything you buy today, the price of it has just blown up. Cattle Site has reported that last week, Walmart Canada announced all its supercenters in Quebec will now sell beef products that are 100% locally sourced and processed in the province of Quebec. The commitment represents sales of approximately 100,000 pounds of locally sourced beef products over the next year. Walmart Canada has been known for supporting local farmers and ranchers. Back in 2021, the company announced it would sell pork from local suppliers in Quebec. These offerings of local beef and pork are now supplying Walmart customers with quality animal protein that is raised in a sustainable way. Finally, National Beef Wire has reported that Montana has the worst pasture conditions in the United States, with 86% of the state being rated as poor or very poor. Behind Montana, we have Texas, then Arizona, then Nebraska, and finally South Dakota, rounding out the top 5 states for worst pasture conditions here in America. Sure hope those areas catch some rain. That is all I have for you guys this morning. Unfortunately, there will not be a Thursday update. I have some work conflicts, but I will be back on Friday with one last update to round out the week. Hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll catch you later.